Increase the font size! Oh my god! Hi, I'm Steve Saylor, I'm blind, and if you're wondering how I'm able to play video games if I'm blind, if you take a look at the video here, you can be able to see exactly what I see when I'm playing video games. This is a follow-up video to a video I made about my impressions of accessibility in The Outer Worlds by Obsidian. And if you want to be able to check out that video, I highly recommend you do. Take a look at it here. Basically, if you did, the TLDR of it is, I didn't really give this a full recommendation because my biggest issue with the game was that font size within the UI was small. They actually, Obsidian even released a patch that added an enlarged text option to the settings, but it didn't really do much. And essentially, it kind of came down to, it just became one of the games that post-launch, a studio wasn't really able to improve on the text size of a game, and we've seen it time and time again in God of War, in Witcher 3, where post-launch they released a patch to hopefully improve the font size, but it didn't really do it that much. And Outer Worlds was in that boat as far as I considered it. But oh no, Obsidian had to go and basically prove me wrong, and they increased the font size again. And not only increase the font size, they allowed you to customize it. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. So let's just jump in the settings, I'll show you. Okay, so before I actually get into the settings, I've been talking actually to one of the developers who basically spent his time working on this. He's a UI programmer for Outer Worlds. I'll leave a link to his Twitter down below. His name is Nate, and I've been messaging because I've been actually I'm trying to see if I can be able to get him onto the My Access Granted podcast to talk about his work for this. The things he did tell me that they were able to add in this this recent patch that came out on March 12th of 2020 was he added font scaling, improved color contrast. He said that the multi-quest map tracking was added as well. It's not really accessibility, but can be helpful, and I do agree. Actually, that can be helpful for the accessibility purposes as well. Tooltip scaling. He said that it doesn't scale the font, but it scales the entire entire tooltip itself in the UI, which is in the HUD, which is great. It actually has toggle auto run and new aiming only reticle setting, which I'm interested to check out, and also add an invert access setting. So that's the things he added that were kind of accessibility specific in just this one patch. But let me just show you. Okay, what I really wanted to show you today, it was at least the font scaling, because oh my god, I saw it earlier and I could not believe it. Okay, so as you can see, the font size is replaced by, it used to be basically a checkbox to enlarge text, but it didn't really do much. But watch this. Watch this. Okay, 0 essentially means it's off. But if I just like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look how large this text is. I can see all the text. This is so great. So, okay, I'm actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into a mission and just to kind of see how it affects sort of the gameplay, and we'll just see how it is. But already, increase the font size! Oh my god! Here's what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. I love this! All right, yeah, let's continue on. I'm gonna go back into my save here. Okay, so it doesn't increase the font size of this of the loading screen, which is fine. I mean, it would have been great, but okay, all right. That's one tiny. If I had to nitpick, that's one tiny little thing. But let's see how it does to the HUD and the menus, because I really want to take a look at that. Look at the font size increase. Skill and perk points available. Oh, I could see that text. Okay. Let me take a look at the settings. Wait, no. Oh man! And you can scroll even if the text is larger than the screen itself. Oh wow. The info card for each of the items and weapons. I can see everything. Oh, this is great too. Okay, so I'm looking at, obviously I can see the quest of what's kind of available. Give me some information. And when you scroll down, so it starts up actually just by using the right thumbstick, where you scroll down and you can see the basically the description of the quest itself, and then once you keep scrolling, it then scrolls down the checkpoints or essentially the stuff that you've done in the mission already and what you have to do now. Okay, so that's a pretty good workaround for that. For that sort of UI problem for increasing font size, especially when it's font like that the font kind of goes below the, I guess, the bounding box of where that UI placement is. So the fact that they they coded it so that it will just keep scrolling up and down, that is great. That is impressive. Man, okay. What I really also want to see is the dialogue, because that's another big part of the UI. So, oh look, the environmental subtitles are large too. All right, let's talk to Poverty.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Okay, so it doesn't look like it increases it too large. And it does increase. Okay, I think this is probably where it was set before, but I just couldn't remember. So that's basically it. It's just a short video, kind of just showcasing this patch. From my perspective, I finally can be able to play the Outer Worlds and finally be able to understand why my friends loved it so much when it came out. I was disappointed when I found out about the font size in this game, and then seeing so many people, so many of my friends who were playing it, I felt like I was left behind. I felt like that I couldn't enjoy an experience that it seemed that all my friends were having. And thanks to one developer, I don't know if there was others that worked on this. I apologize. I only know of Nate, who worked on this just because of him talking about it on Twitter. But the fact that that Obsidian basically took the time to not only allow resources available to be able to work on this, but then also feel like that they wanted to be able to put this out into a patch is absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna say it. I'm now a super fan of Obsidian. That's it. That's it. I am so impressed with this. I finally can be able to play this game and enjoy it, and I hope others do too. If you have access to the Outer Worlds, whether it's through Xbox Game Pass on PC or console, or on Switch or on PS4, and this patch is available, I would recommend this to pick it up and give it a try. Does it fix everything? No, but I can now personally be able to at least say, I can play this. I can play this. This is great. I can finally play this. That's it. If you did check it out and you also if you noticed there was any other sort of accessibility difficulties that you had within this game, or any barriers that you had within this game, please leave me a comment down below, or at Steve Saylor on Twitter, because again, I'm only one person. I don't have firsthand knowledge of different disability types. If you have any comments or questions about it, please let me know and leave it down in the comments down below, or like I said, at Steve Saylor on Twitter. If you like this video, give it a like, smash it if you do. At least like it for just the added accessibility. This is cool. And if you want to be able to check out more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be able to know when new videos come out. And if you hit the bell icon, you can be notified when new videos come out. I'm gonna go play some Outer Worlds now. So oh, that's it. As always, I remain obediently yours. Bye.